Hello everyone, today I'm excited to show you a match between Gukesh and Magnus Carlsen in the FIDE World Cup 2023, the match was played on 15th August 2023 between Gukesh and Magnus Carlsen, and the result came in the favor of Magnus Carlsen by beating Gukesh. So the Gukesh was playing as white, he started the game with d4 and the Magnus responded with knight to f6. So bishop to f4, as you can see, white is going for some uh, we can see that white is trying to build some pyramid here, just like in London defense. And the black, we can see from this early opening that it's going for King's Indian. So at the knight to c3 at this stage, so the players, so at this stage, Carlsen said he decided to make the move b7. So he didn't know any theory, claims Carlsen a provisional old pro smokescreen of confession of ignorance in opening theory. So the game goes on, he is building for the early King's Indian, and we can see the Gukesh is going to build his pyramid. e6, the center pawn moves, and e4. Now we can see the white pieces are more advanced, but there is a black bishop. It's just like accelerated dragon. So a6 preventing knight to b5. So now it was a good move. Going to d2 and d5, and white is ready to castle on the queen side. So white long castles and bishop to b4 in order to take the knight. And next move was a3. So Gukesh looked certainly energetic over the board, but ultimately fizzled up. So he is doing, I think at this stage he is doing good, and we can see that his opening is a little different than the Magnus, and because the Magnus which played, and almost every player nowadays use this. So it was most common defense Magnus used. So knight takes, knight captures the bishop captures the knight, queen takes the bishop, and the black captures the pawn. So at this stage, Gukesh messed up because his knight was captured, and now the black, if the black knight is protecting this pawn, and now if white didn't take, then he can get into trouble. So at this stage, he made another move d5. So this is, we cannot say this is just inaccuracy, but it's not a big mistake. Look quite threatening on the board, but Carlsen simplifies the game and steers into a complex endgame, and which Carlsen played in the next move is really important. He played pawn takes d5. So now he's attacking, and now the game is we can see that Magnus Carlsen is doing very well. And there is a brilliant move which Gukesh was looking, and he makes, and the queen takes d5 and early attack for the rook, and Carlsen has to save his rook by moving it to f8. And instead of just saving, he just offers a queen exchange. That's why you like Magnus Carlsen, because he is really a blunt player. Queen were exchanged, and white Ben black retakes the queen. So the game moves on, and now Gukesh is simply capturing what he can as he captured the queen. So near quality, though white has the bishop pair, black pieces are almost fully developed with their especially strong bishop on the b7. So here comes the 15th move. which bishop was taken back, and rook moves into the action, rook to h8. Bishop plays e2. Somewhere around here, Gukesh mishandles the endgame, giving Carlsen room for slowly improving the position. At this stage, I think a game would have been better if Magnus Gukesh simply, instead of playing this, he would have developed its knight. So let's see what happens in the next. So Magnus takes his king back, pawn takes pawn, and knight takes the pawn. So in the end game, knights are very dangerous, so you have to be careful. And at this stage, if black simply moves its knight, then this can be a real threat for this rook. So Gukesh has to be careful for this. So which he already played the good move. So rook to bishop to f3, knight to g3. This is an excellent move because this is point that now you can just recapture both the pieces. So if black can take your rook with the bishop, and then you can just simply recapture it. So h take g3, and knights were exchanged. So simply game goes on, and the rook takes the pawn at g3. Rook takes h7, king to e7, knight goes back, goes forward, and then now e5. Rook to e1, now the game simply goes on. Rook to e5, rook takes e5, and why would we say someone that black would like to capture your knight? Because black can simply recapture the knight, in which they exchange both the pieces. So the endgame is still equal, but there is a mild imbalance in the placement of pawns and pieces, which Carlsen skillfully exploits. So let's just say how. So the knight moves, the rook goes back, rook to a8, c5, threatening the rook, rook to f4, and king to c2. So there, I think at this stage they could have just simply played some other move instead of king to c3, like bishop to g7. So this would have been a good move, but let's see how the game goes. So bishop to g8. So Carlsen has a clear target now, the g2 pawn. And Gukesh was advancing. Both the players moved their rooks. Knight, king to b3. Carlsen now can take and just balance the game. Rook to g7. Rooks were exchanged. And then the threat remains on the. So this should be an equivalent game, but certainly not an easily drawn one. Here on, we are to witness a Carlsen skill, especially the opponent has to find many correct moves in a row to tightrope walk to a draw. So the both players just advancing their pawns. A takes b5. So an important position, though the chess engines term it as equal, it is probably near impossible for the human being found quality, especially in a competitive play. So there comes another interesting move, which is rook to a2. So this is a blunder to where white loses the game and black can just simply. So g2 was a slip. Rook to g2. Here, as you can see, king to d6 could have been played and try to capture cut here to save your pieces. Another blunder, Gukesh goes wrong in the final stretch of the final time control. Instead, he should have gone to a5 and open this pawn. Gukesh miscalculated and his next move should be a5, but he played trying to give a check. But this does nothing. And now black can just simply advance their pieces. So black kings and pawns are too advanced now. Carlsen wins the game easily. And its pawns are just simply in control, and you cannot just simply go with the king to catch it. So this was, I think, at this change, a5 would have been a great move. So the game goes on. Magnus Carlsen was advancing with every step. And now Gukesh was in trouble. So now the Magnus wasn't able to save. King to e4, e5, and now e2. So now at this stage, Gukesh just resigned because the Magnus Carlsen won. So this was the quarterfinal of World Chess World Cup 2023 quarterfinal, where Magnus Carlsen defeated, and he is ready for the semifinals by eliminating Gukesh. So this was all for today. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much.